Vonnie C, another trucker. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the subscribers. The difference between truckers with hustle or truck drivers with hustle versus the have-nots. You know, one thing, man, since I've been doing these videos, you know, I welcome all comments, whether they bad, good, in agreement, negative, you know, comments from trolls. You know, we let the trolls breathe around here. We don't try to act like they don't exist. I let them breathe. I let them speak. I respond to them too. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them just like they fuck with me. So, you know, it is what it is. But one thing I realized, man, people gonna always get your message misconstrued no matter what you say. People gonna always want to hear shit the way they want to hear it. But sometimes, you know what I mean, people come with comments that might be in disagreement with what I'm saying that actually makes some sense. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to everything. I see everything. You know, like I said before, man, I don't know everything about trucking, man. To be honest with you, it's more that I don't know about trucking that I actually do know. You know, all I can do is speak on my experience and where I've been thus far to now. Made mistakes and some shit I actually got right. So, you know, I had somebody call me arrogant one time. Hey, man, ain't nothing I can do about that, fam. Ain't nothing I can do about that. What else? I had somebody say, I mean, people said a lot of shit, but as far as some of the things that stood out, you know, as far as this video, you know, matter of fact, it was a video that I had made talking about steering wheel holders. Somebody in the comment section was like, you know, you could just tell the way they wrote it. They said it in a sarcastic manner. Well, we all holding the steering wheel. You know, we all doing the same thing out here. To a degree, but not really. Everybody don't move the same. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody hustle is not the same. It's just not. You know, and I say this all the time, man. It's more to truck driving than just truck driving. It's more to this shit than just sitting in the chair holding the steering wheel. Yeah, we all generally holding the wheel. Sitting in the chair holding the wheel, looking at the road, looking over the dashboard. We all doing that. But it's so much more than this that a lot of people's failures and successes is dependent upon. That goes outside just sitting in this seat. So we all not doing the same thing. Everybody that's in the NBA, yeah, they might be considered a professional athlete or professional basketball player, but everybody's not a franchise player. Everybody's not a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to get paid what LeBron get or Steph Curry or whoever the stars is in the league. You know, in the NFL, everybody is a professional football player. But everybody's not no Hall of Famer. Everybody's touching the football. Everybody's playing football on the field. But everybody is not doing the same shit. There are some professional athletes that you've heard of that we all know, and there are some that we will never hear about. So it kind of goes the same way in trucking. We all doing the same. We in the same industry, but we all is not doing the same shit. That's a fact. You know, I know people they don't like. Ain't nothing wrong with being no steering wheel holder. That's how a lot of us come in. We come in the game being steering wheel holders. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, you can't help that you ignorant to an industry that you don't know nothing about. You got to grow within it, you know, and then through time, you know, you make that decision on how far you want to go into pushing your success. You know, I hate to use this analogy, but I'll use the street analogy. I'll use an analogy from the streets. And no, I ain't never sold dope in my life, but it's just, you know, certain common sense things that I understand about that way of life that correlates with this trucking as well. You know, a person in trucking, they got their own truck, that's willing to work on their own truck, is going to get farther than a person that has their own truck and is not willing to work on their own truck and always got to wait for somebody to come and do some shit. It's going to be more than likely a person that's willing to get hands-on with their own truck, they're going to have they're going to get farther. They're going to save more money, and they most likely probably going to have more success because they're going to understand more shit about their equipment as opposed to a person that's just sitting in the chair driving. You know what I'm saying? Now, you take that to the streets. You know what I mean? A person that, they go to the store. They go to the store, they get what they get. The person that know how to take what they got to the kitchen, as opposed to the person they got to wait for somebody to cook their shit up. It's gonna be different results. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a family member that was in that life, and I just remember when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? When we was young, I used to be with him. We ride in the car. You know, just you know, different times I used to be with him when he be on his shit. And you know, he go to the store, get his shit. Now he got to go look for such and such to whip this shit up. Such and such ain't around. Now he got to wait. Now we riding around. We getting high in the car. Now, you know what I'm saying? Time is money. But he got to wait on somebody to cook his own shit because he don't want to do it. Or he afraid to do it. Or he afraid to fuck his money up. You know, for people who know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. But time is money. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just use that analogy because I understand there's a lot of people in trucking that understand and come from that background. So you know what I'm talking about. You know, sometimes when you willing to go further to be hands-on with shit, that's going to push your hustle forward and stronger than it would compared to a person that only want to do the bare minimum. You dig what I'm saying? So everybody is not doing the same shit out here. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, even me, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I went and took my silly ass to Long Mountain to go get a truck with this DEF system shit on here. It was another driver who was smart enough to go buy a used truck or to go get a truck with a Series 60 engine and ain't got to worry about this shit. Same time I bought my truck with this DEF shit on there, the same time somebody else went and made a smarter decision and went and got a 12.7 Series 60 engine. And I'm pretty sure they've been riding good. Well, I've been going through all this rattle, thunderclap, boom, boom, boom bullshit. Everybody not doing the same thing. Even in this comparison I just made, well, I'm on the ass saying that we all not doing the same shit and making the same decisions. You know what I'm saying? This shit is like chess. This is a thinking person's game. It's a thinking person's game. It's a financial game. So when people say shit like that, well, we all doing the same thing. They really, to me, they tell on themselves when they say shit like that. That lets me know where you at, where your mind at in this trucking, and probably how far you gonna go, which probably gonna be nowhere. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is, you know. You know, I remember I used to be in a trucking group on Facebook. Some people probably know about this group. It seems like it's a pretty popular group, but the Trucking World group. I was in that group. And I don't know, man. I just realized like a lot of people in that group, I thought it was like, you know, a group where people can really, really talk about trucking. But I realized it's just really a lot of new people in that group. I don't know. I don't know. Eventually I took myself about that group, man. It was just too much silly shit up in there. But I just remember this one post. Somehow, I forgot exactly what the post was about, but it had something to do with hygiene and trucking and people taking care of their hygiene and trucking. It just, you know, the comment thread just went crazy. And I just remember seeing all this capping shit. Like I say, man, you be in this industry for so long, after a while, and you hear certain people's conversation, and you hear the shit that they say, man, you can just tell where they at. You know who capping, you know who lying. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at all these people. Yeah, I take a shower every day in trucking, you know what I mean? You don't take a shower, you a nasty motherfucker, all this BS. So, one thing all the true hustlers know in trucking, all the people that's really about their money, that's really putting it on the line to get to their bread, that's really out here on the road, regional, OTR, local don't really count. You going home every day, of course you get showers. But regional, OTR, the real hustlers in this shit know that you're not going to be afforded to be able to get a nice, good shower in the truck stop of your choice every day. It's not finna happen. The real hustlers know this. So when I see people talking about they get showers every day, I know they not no hustlers. I already know. Either they're local, you know what I'm saying, or they're regional, or they over the road and they not no real hustlers and they ain't really getting no money. Cause it's two things. Cause one thing that we all know, the people that's really about getting to their money in this trucking, you're gonna realize you're not gonna, when it comes to your hygiene, that's something that you're gonna have to take accountability for. Cause we all know, some of us that's really about this money, we know that we're not gonna be able to hit the shower every day. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna be scheduled right with what we got going on. It's just not gonna happen. It's not. It's like, it's a fact. So it's two things that real hustlers really know. You know, either when you miss them showers, either one, you're gonna have to deal with smelling your own ass, or two, you're gonna be up in this truck washing your own ass. Them the two choices that you got. Them the two choices that all the real hustlers, all the people that's really out here on the road getting to it know. Ain't no other way around it. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. You getting showers every day, you over the road and you getting showers every day, like clockwork, you ain't getting no money. I'm telling you that right now. I would love for that debate to come about. I want to see. I want to see who want to debate that one. But them are just some of the differences, man, between the haves or the hustlers and the people who really hustle and the have-nots. Everybody is not doing the same shit. Everybody not thinking the same way. Everybody's concept of money is not the same. We all not doing the same shit. We all ain't got the same situations. You know what I mean? Some people up in this trucking, they get their money and go trick their shit off with hoes. Some of us, we stacking our bread for a better and brighter future. We all not doing the same shit. So when people say shit like we all doing the same thing, yeah, we all holding wheels. Yeah, we all holding wheels. But that's really just a small part of it. This is the smallest part of it. Holding a wheel, sitting in this seat. This ain't shit. Hey, I'm sitting up here talking and shit. Yeah, this is all the other shit. There's so many other things and so many other factors to this trucking, man, that a lot of us don't know, that I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Just last year, towards like the end of last year, man, I just really started thinking about it and figuring out my cost per mile. A lot of us, we don't even know our cost per mile. We don't even know how much it costs to run our business. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. How can we all be doing the same thing if this trucker right here knows how much it costs to run his business, as opposed to a trucker that does not know how much it costs? And you taking loads. You taking loads that's paying you under what it costs to run your business per mile. And you losing. That's compared to the person that knows they cost per mile. So they know what loads they can take and what they cannot take. You know what I'm saying? They know what loads is worth it depending on the weight and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say this is, everybody ain't moving the same, fam. So that's the difference between the people who got hustle and the have-nots in trucking. So, you know, that's what it is. And people take it how they want to take it. You know, but I'm gonna leave that right there. You know, Vonnie EC, another trucker. Y'all be safe out there.